All right, this is lesson 8. We're going to be talking about identifying proportional and non-proportional relationships in graphs. This is actually an extension of lesson 7, kind of a review of everything we've done so far. It's really an in-class activity. We're going to be making posters of different scenarios, but since you're not in class, you're going to be just doing it at your house with the problem that I give you. So first thing I'm going to need you to do is write down the problem, okay, this is the problem right here, in the problem box. So this is what everybody's going to be using. So you can pause the video and write that down in the box that says problem. So the Starpoint soccer program needed to purchase new soccer balls for the season. The ratios represent the shipping price for the number of soccer balls. So we have 1 to 2 is one of our ratios, 2 to 4, 3 to 6, and 4 to 7. So those are the ratios. Okay, so write that down in the problem box. When you're done, you can hit play, and we will continue with the table. All right, so we're going to make these numbers right here into a table. And now I've already set the table up for you. I have it labeled with number of soccer balls and shipping price. So we're going to put these numbers into table format. So the 1 to 2 means 1 soccer ball would be $2 to ship. 2 soccer balls would be $4 to ship. 3 to 6, and 4 to 7. So those are our numbers that fills in the table for us. Now, the graph, we're going to take those numbers and we're going to graph them. So before I move this up any further, I'm just going to remind you that the first column is always your X column. The second column is always your Y column. So when we go to label, the X will be the number of soccer balls. The Y will be the shipping price. All right, so let's do that. So X is down at the bottom here. We call this the number of soccer balls. Okay, the Y is on the side, so that's going to be your shipping price. Sorry about my writing, I'm writing sideways. All right, so I'm going to graph these points. So go back up to the table. Our first one is 1, 2. So just like yesterday in the video, actually we should number these first. Let's do that. 0, 0 is in the corner. Remember this is, I'm a little off. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're numbering the lines, not the spaces. Now we're going to do the same thing going up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can stop at 10. All right, so now let's graph those points. So the first one is 1, 2. So just like yesterday in class, we walk to the 1, we go up to 2. So our first point goes at 1, 2. All right, let's see. The second point is 2, 4. So I'm going to go over to 2, up to the 4. Make your second point. Then we have 3, 6. So walk to the 3, up to the 6. And the last one is 4, 7. So walk to the 4, up to the 7. Now I'm going to draw my line. This is actually not a straight line. It goes straight up to this point, but then it kind of curves out. Okay, so that's my line. So the last question says, is it proportional or not? Well, there's 2 ways to do this. You can look at the graph or you can look at the table. We've done both in class. So let's look at the table first. Okay, let me take you back up to the table. So the way we know if a table is proportional is if we know all the unit rates are the same. So I'm going to show that work right now. Remember, I'm going to do y divided by x. So k equals y divided by x. And I'm going to do that for every single one. So I have 2 divided by 1, that's 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 3, that's 2. And 7 divided by 4, that's not 2, so that's why we do all of them. If I divide that in the calculator, 7 divided by 4, I get 1.75. So there's all my unit rates. Now I can answer that question. I can say no, it is not proportional. because all unit rates are not the same. All right, or we can look at the graph. Now, there's two things that have to happen in a graph in order for it to be proportional. It has to be a straight line, and it has to go through the origin. Now, this one, if you look down here, the origin is at 0, 0. It does go through the origin, yes. But when you get all the way up past that 3 soccer balls, it starts to go the other direction, which means it's not a straight line. So if we're using the graph, we could say, no, it is not proportional. Because it is not a straight line.